But whether they deserve it or they don't, you just have to do your part.
Just as an act of ibadah.
Exactly, you just have to do it because you will be rewarded for it. So forget whatever it is that they do and all of that. So you just do your own part. May Allah assist.
There's actually a story here attached to the verse. It says that the verse was revealed in relation to Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. May Allah be pleased with him. When he took oath not to financially support Mr. Ibn Uthatha, may Allah be pleased with him, a relative of Abu Bakr. After Mr. had been involved in the incident of slandering Aisha, may Allah be pleased with her, the daughter of Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with him. I don't know if you're familiar with that story, where Aisha was slandered and she was called all sorts of things. When Allah the Almighty revealed the innocence of Aisha, the mother of the believers, may Allah be pleased with her, and the situation became stable, and those who were involved in the slander had received the due corporal punishment, Allah the Almighty started softening the heart of Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with him. So what's his relative, Mistah bin Uthatha, may Allah be pleased with him, who was the maternal cousin of Abu Bakr. Mistah, may Allah be pleased with him, was poor and had no means of livelihood except the financial support of Abu Bakr. May Allah be pleased with him. He, may Allah be pleased with him, was one of the Muhajirun. He made a mistake and received the due punishment for it. Abu Bakr was known for his charitable deeds and generosity towards relatives and non-relatives. So when this verse was revealed unto the part of, would you not like that Allah should forgive you, and Allah is forgiving and merciful, which indicates that reward will match the deed. In other words, I should forgive people who wronged you, Allah will forgive you. Abu Bakr said, yes, by Allah, we like you, O Allah, to forgive us. Then he resumed his support to Mr. and said, by Allah, will never stop his support. The opposite of his previous statement in which he declared that he will never help Mr. So like the story goes on, and you see that because he wanted, so like you ask yourself, when you think about it, that's a way to motivate yourself to exactly that person, that support. Ask yourself.
Every day we pray to Allah to provide us something or the other. No matter how rich you are, you always pray for more. No matter how poor you are, you always pray for more. So frankly, for every individual, even if you're not a conscious Muslim per se, you still would ask for something. It could be that you want to, key down your contract. It could be that you want somebody to see something your own way. We always ask something from Allah. So when He gives us that, how much more can we now do for our fellow human being? Frankly, and like Allah says, like Allah saying that we say, it will not burden a soul with more than it can bear. If somebody is coming to you to ask for something and you are giving, trust me, it's because Allah keeps providing for you. And the more you give, the more you have. That's just the fact. Like it or not, you realize the more you give, the more you have. And that's why you find out that people who are naturally stingy would usually not be accrued wealth. They just have what they have because they can't give it out. The more charity you give, the more you reward you get, and the more wealth you'd eventually have. So what's the first thing about? And to not crown it all, eventually we all will die. Not one naira will follow you to the grave. Not your house, not your car, not your relative, nothing. It's just your deed, what you've done. Your salah, your deed, and what you're going to present to Allah. So what's the first about? Sincerely, just do your own part